we're
Where did you get this?
on. Oh, this. Hello everyone. The president of the Collectors Admiralty is here with me. You already know me. I'm already over on the channel. Ahmed Farooq Khan. He's currently about to finish up with his what is it, a bachelor's thing?
It's finishing.
Technically, you're finished over with your bachelor's in electrical engineering from FAST, right? From FAST Islamabad. So he's the president of the Collectors Admiralty. He's also other sorts of dubious things. Tell us about the dubious things that you are.
It will be uploaded on YouTube. Why should I talk about it?
Fair enough. I'll just put in a small little footnote somewhere in the corner over here. You know, I'll just post a small little description somewhere. But that isn't why he's here. This isn't supposed to be an interview session. This is supposed to be books! Books! So we're just going to be opening all these, it's like an unpacking video. So these books actually came over and the president's with me, so it's like a mix sort of a podcast thing. Impromptu setting, by the way. I'll just put in some sort of fancy background over at the back. But it's family. Fast 10. Do not demonetize me. I just said family. I didn't make any memes.
You said family in a spoon.
I did not.
So,
Okay, this.
you can start with that one.
You could start with that one. Just take the first one out and talk about it.
What do I talk about? I don't read books like these, but it seems like a promising book. You can read it if you want to.
What does it say at the back?
It's about autumn of 1962, and there's a sister-in-law involved, and there's a village, and there's a crime writer or something, and an ATA pilot, and some other. And somebody.
You forgot to even mention the fact that there is a letter which was sent way back when, which has instigated an intriguing story and event. For God's sake, man. Earlier, before we started the video, he said that it was a scandalous book.
I thought it was a scandalous book because of the
Letters of the past, right? He was caught
and
doing naughty things to her ducky bits. Which is actually a line that exists. I'm not even making this up. In the Henriade, it's actually one of the lines that was made scandalous.
Who wrote about the ducky bits?
Henry apparently sent it over to one of his affairs.
Ducky bits? Wrote the term ducky bits?
We know what it means.
Why ducky bits?
Because he was trying to,
I mean, we're going to talk about hens or chickens.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Okay. White ducks.
Because it looks like a duck bill.
And is it as hard as a duck bill?
That will be the title of your tape. Okay, god damn it, seriously?
I think you cut it out from the video, I guess.
Nah, I got scissors. Cut my way through this plastic, I do. Do not title my tapes that way.
Alright. Then we have On the Edge by Dermot.
Finally, open. Great success. We're open, finally.
It's islands, offshore islands.
Oh no, this is actually a pretty good book. Basically, there are all these islands on the coastal areas of Ireland itself, the Republic of Ireland. So this is actually the story of how these islands started off, how they came into being, and how basically over time these places, which just to quote over here, there were 211 inhabited islands. They had a population of 38,000. By 2011 there are only 64 islands and the total population is 8,500. So that's what this is about.
Oh, you still have this back.
Oh, that's his donation, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
What is it supposed to be?
Well, it goes at it, so Norse mythology, everything from God.
Oh, we got another John Masters book. That's nice.
We have another island book. I think I bought these recently. These are all brand new.
This is actually more of a summary of Ireland. I didn't buy this. This is actually donated.
All of them are from reading.
So we got them from readings from a generous donor who handed them over.
Okay.
A very generous benefactor.
We have a book on the Copenhagen papers.
So we got this animal pattern book, which I do not understand. Okay. Oh, right. Now I get it. See?
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. So it's basically like a thing which shows these patterns, and then you could just trace them down on a paper and, oh, this is a good book. Neat. What else do we have over here?
This is a good one. What is this one about?
Oh, that's a play.
Okay.
That's a David Burke play. And we have,
You have a-
okay, this is at page 485, which makes me wonder,
Another visit picture book.
technically it was your book which was returned.
Oh, okay. I issued it.
Hmm.
And then he just placed it in a bag.
Because I was like,
Instead of returning it to the shelf.
I'll return it eventually. Okay, this is a half book and this is also a half book, but one of them is called Ladies of the Clue and the other is called Solo. Not related to Han Solo, but definitely close. The Manager's Guidebook Volume 1, and inside we have The Butterflies of the World. Oh, fascinating. This is supposed to be old Reader's Digest. This is old Reader's Digest.
The cover fell off.
Oh, what a pity.
We have this Widows of Eastwick.
Oh, The Widows of Eastwick, a John Updike novel.
Is it about wishes?
No, it's about...
Why does this one look so traumatized? This one looks happy. It's like magic.
Oh man, this is actually fascinating. Look, it's Adam Smith's Power of Mind, and he's talking about Zen and LSD and biofeedback and golfing. You're gonna issue it? Sounds like it.
ESP, and then what's golfing?
So apparently this.
We'll check it out later.
So apparently Bindle. This book is called Bindle, and it's by Herbert Jenkins. I have to make that reference. Leroy Jenkins.
I didn't get the reference.
You don't know Leroy Jenkins? You don't? Okay, man. I'll post the meme over on the. I'll post the meme over here. Technically, I'll post the video which explains. You need to Google it, mate. Seven highly effective things
Another
of
book
families.
on Ireland.
Why are you putting them over here? You're supposed to put them on the ground, bro.
Yeah,
I know. You don't put books on grounds. That's sacrilege. But bear with me. None of these books have them. They were written by white people.
Okay, we have a book on Ireland again.
Specifically, the Irish Dream.
Yeah.
It's basically about the mythology of the Irish folklore.
Yeah, this one looks cool.
Read the title.
One clear ice cold January morning at the beginning of the
21st century.
It has a wolf on it, which makes it look more badass.
It technically is. This book actually is about all the Irish mythology which existed and the early Irish literature. So,
What is this one about?
oh, it's a fascinating little novel. You should give it a go.
I know.
But Joe Gerard, oh man, look at this cover. Can't you tell this is like pure 70s era bullshit? This is just peddling, man. Look at it. Just this book title is so.
I've heard about this in some film. Is this guy from Wall Street or something?
Yeah, 80s Wall Street. All bullshit and no substance.
And he was the actual American psycho. Oh, yeah.
Basically.
Another book? Yeah, Kneel Gayman. That's nice.
Oh.
That's back.
Sealed packed. That's kind of neat.
Can I issue this one?
You want to issue this one?
Thinking of it.
See, that's how good our books are. People who care about them actually have them issued. So, sure, fine, whatever.
Has an exclusive art and it's winner Kid Green Women. I like Kneel Gayman. I mean, he has my book on his table, which he never read.
You keep this outside. I'm going to put all the books back here.
Okay.
Heavy books going
Well,
here.
take this when you come over next time.
No, you take it now.
I'll be done with the book that I
No, you take it now. When was the last time we met? I mean, for God's sake, we met about just a couple of weeks before Eid started, I believe. Oh, by the way, Eid Mubarak over to everyone who's online and such, and who watches our channel and has been very kind to like and subscribe. Wink, wink.
We met like days back, like not even a week back.
No, we did meet
We came
an
over on
actual
your
week
car.
back. I mean, I didn't meet you a week. I is confused. I'm trying to just put all these
Come
things.
over tomorrow.
Sure. And yes, now that I've documented over on the podcast, and this is going to be, yeah, basically,
That's the way of entrapping your friend to come over.
just come like next.
I mean, he said no before. Now he said yes.
I
on camera.
said yes.
He said maybe. No, he said sure.
What? Why are you trying to subjugate me into confusion, bruv? That's mean.
That's
You
what
mean?
our teachers used to do it. Yeah, that's the best.
He said no. No, I said yes. 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 No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. Then what? I is confused.
Sometimes you can say no in a way that it means yes. Depends on the tone.
I'm pretty sure my tone is very much loud and
You
clear.
can say it in a sarcastic way that no, what's that?
Why would I do
a
that?
very monotonous tone. I'm saying that.
But
Yeah.
if you want, you could always do the thick fat accent. You know that one.
Nigger accent.
Yeah. Nah, we shouldn't. We might get demonetized for it.
I mean, we aren't even making money from YouTube. How would we get demonetized?
But we might actually wind up getting appreciated by a couple of new players over there.
Our channel isn't even monetized. Let's open that.
Which one?
The one that I gave you. My name is I'm not going to place it in the library like that.
Fair enough.
If people
Neat! A donor, and in the presence of the donor, we are actually going to check out this book. Neat. Oh,
I mean,
nice.
it's not even a collector's item. It might end up being a collector's item after a few years, but like at the moment it's not.
But technically, considering the situation that we have in the country, what with imports basically.
People don't read Norsemen that much.
Oh yeah, true. This was something related to the Norsemen. You kept the Njal saga, right?
Yes. I had a trade for this one.
In case you don't know, Njal saga is Iceland's entire saga of history. Like basically
It's about Iceland's king and...
Oh no. It's about Iceland society. Technically, think of it like the Western, like how the West was won by the Americans. But here it's Vikings.
It's like a Viking Iliad.
Yeah, it's a Viking Iliad.
But more realistic and more tragic. The Iliad is tragic as well, but it has got...
Oh, Snorri Sturluson.
And this guy was a Catholic.
Oh, this was the book you were talking about, right?
He linked it up with
Oh yes, this was the book that you were talking about.
Sadly, he was the only way to understand.
So basically he was, this makes so much sense. So basically this dude, right? Snorri Sturluson, he became a Catholic later in life, but he knew the old Icelandic language.
Because he was a Viking before.
He was a Viking at one point, but he became Catholic in order to save himself. Now obviously he followed the code.
And he
The code, like how the mafia go about it. But
he was the only modern man who wrote that.
And he was the only Icelandic writer who was able to translate all the original works of Icelandic into an understandable language that was used by everyone to understand the stories of them. So he mixed in Catholic imagery with the Icelandic Viking sensibilities, with a lot of bias in favor of Catholicism.
I mean, he has mentioned and when he went Noah before. Like, according to him, Noah came before Odin.
Which makes sense. I mean, let's just read this out loud a bit. Just
Start from the introduction.
No introduction. We're going to start with the first words.
The first words don't have
In the beginning,
Christ in it.
Almighty God created heaven and earth and all that pertains to them. Lastly, He created two people, Adam and Eve. Dear Lord, did He just literally start with chapter 1
I know.
of the book of Genesis?
He
He
did.
did?
He mixed the things up with Bible and stuff. Which is why people.
Then, okay,
use
wait.
that's why.
Near the mid, okay, there's a place called the people of Troy and thought. Near the middle of the earth, a building and a living hall were constructed, which became the most renowned that have ever been. The place was named Troy and is found in the region we call Turkey. Sweetheart, you sure about that?
And an archaeologist found stuff from Troy.
No, I'm not saying Troy was not in Turkey. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just like,
No, he has,
a building and a living hall was constructed, the most renowned that have ever been.
I mean, he has the Mycenaean venture here as well.
Well, of course he
and the
did.
Midlands.
But you need to keep in mind he was actually, just to emphasize, and I'm giving him a lot of slack over here, but in reality Snorri Sturluson was born in 1179 and he passed away in 1241. So technically he didn't have all the modern amenities to tell the world that yeah, Iceland awesome.
You keep calling him Snorky and making him sound like a pig. Snorky.
His name's Snorri actually.
Yeah.
But that's going to be,
like a name J.K. Rowling or come up with.
I mean, in fairness, she stole a lot of stuff.
I mean, she stole a lot of stuff, but she names the characters like that. And Zara Token used to take names from old Sagan.
But he actually spoke the old languages.
He was a professor in that.
Afterwards, whilst he was a student in Cambridge, he didn't know his vocation in life, right? He didn't know where he was going to end up, and gotta protect this man.
He ended up as a badass, right?
Because he served in the First World War and succeeded and triumphed.
Yep.
You know, really cool dude. Single-handedly the most important person out there.
Yep.
The Sleeper and the Splinter. So you're gonna read that.
That's like a small book as well. I think the artwork as well sort of reminds me of stuff I wrote.
Oh yeah, it's the winner of the Caleb Cade Greenaway Medal. Yeah, because he paid for it. You know, he bribes his way to get all his...
I mean, he is a cool writer.
I mean, he bribes his way all the way through.
I get good entertainment from this stuff. I don't mind.
Oh yeah, because you want to actually endorse him, don't you?
I just want to read the
He
book that I
actually,
gave him.
this dude is so badass, he actually sent his book over to Kneel Gayman.
And it's lying on the statement.
And then kneeling simply just spent half his time not bothering to even acknowledge that book.
I gave him 2 books. I wrote 2 books.
Yeah, exactly. So, Gayman, if you're actually going to be watching this video instead of, you should actually just read that stuff. It's really good. Second work does require a bit of counter reading just to appreciate. The first book does have grammar mistakes though.
I know. The second book also has a lot of places where I just got the names wrong. Because while writing I forgot names.
Continuity! Who needs it?
Yeah, it has continuity.